Hi everybody, welcome back. Um, Last week I had an unfortunate event. Oh my gosh, it's been crazy. So I wasn't able to do my Spanish podcast, but I am going to release it tomorrow. But I wanted to come in here for all my working moms. And I think it's so important to do it right now that's fresh and it happened, to just give you some love and also help you, because I think this shit does happen and it's happened to me before, in a different way, and we'll talk about it. But today's podcast is going to be about when something happens to your child and you want to throw it all away in your business. What do you do when the mom guilt kicks in because you were working or whatever, and then something happens to your baby, they're supposed to be taken care of? Like, what do you do? So let's get started. I have, as many of you guys know, I used to travel a lot for work, for conferences and talks, and to also go teach. And my son, one time, he got like a really bad cavity, so he had to have like emergency dental work done while I was doing a class. Then, my daughter has been sick, so my husband had to stop working while I was out of town to take care of him. So things like that have happened before. And, I have to still, put it together and be good and be at the event and everything. And sometimes it's going to happen. Being part of being a working mom and an entrepreneur, having your own business, is you have your home life and you have your work life. So my tip number one is I do separate it. It has really helped me well. I really don't like to share my personal stuff with my clients or my guests. And it's not because, I'm being so guarded. It's because nobody really wants to hear your shit. You know what I mean? When they're just to be, it's about them. And I believe what's at home stays at home, and what's in business stays in business. And just I have their confidentiality for everything they tell me. I like to keep that separate. Number two, when things like that happen, you're going to try to blame yourself. But you can't, you guys. Sometimes accidents and shit is going to happen whether you're there or you're not. I think it's more important to see what you can learn from it, or how to be better prepared next time, than blaming yourself. And that'd be my tip number two. Number three, when something really bad happens. So my daughter, she was in her baby walker, and she was being watched, and she had a little accident. She hit her head. That's how I ended up in the ICU this weekend. And I apologize for my voice. It's been gone. I've been, I wore a mask for 3 days in a row, even to sleep everywhere, because, to be there, you have to wear them. And my voice is not back yet, 100%. But anyways, there was big mom guilt. Oh my God, I was crying. I felt like shit. And I'm going to quit everything. So I have decided I am going to quit my salon suite. I'm going to do something different. I'm still going to do hair. I just have this different idea that's going to be better for me. And I'm also working this is my tip number three, when it gets really hard and the mom guilt's too much, go get help. It's okay. I'm actually talking to a therapist to help me with my inner talk and stuff to, lift me back up. So, there's nothing wrong with that, you guys. Number four would be, it's okay to change your plan in your business. So for me, I'm actually going through right now a little different series of changes for my business. I had already thought about it before this stuff happened to my daughter, but now more than ever, especially it's I know with the pandemic, we got closed down again. I know something has to change and has to be different. So I've decided to take that leap of faith and to be different and do something different. So I'm going to close my doors down, and that is different. I'm still going to have, you'll see, and it's a surprise because, I like to keep stuff surprises. I always say talk is cheap, action is what makes a difference. So I'll share with you guys what I end up doing, walking through the process. But yeah, I'm going to close my doors in my location where I'm at right now. And I'm just fuck, that's a big deal. But number five, who gives a fuck what people think about you? People are going to judge you either way. Do what's best for you. So as mamas, it's so hard because we have the pressure, of magazines and everything, like what we're supposed to do. Girl, do what's best for you. Part of being in business is being able to innovate and change and see opportunities and be able to see things before others can, and take action. So for me, every time I ignore my intuition, it bites me in the ass. So I am actually going to be doing something different. And, I don't care if people are going to like it or not, whatever. I already put it on my, I announced it on my social media channels. I'm going to be changing. I'm still going to do hair, but it's going to be way different. And my clients actually are super excited because they know me very well. So number 6, announce it to your clients, but make it like something fun. They're super excited because they know me very well now. They spend the most time with me, I believe, like person to person, and they go like full on Celeste, and they're excited. They're like something new, and they feel it like, ooh, it's gonna be exciting. So they're building up to it, and it's gonna be time for to ramp up my business. And number 7, rely on your community of women. None of us are perfect. Things happen, and instead of labeling people or being hurtful, let's have some empathy. And empathy means, I don't know what you're going through. Maybe I have never experienced it, but I'm going to put myself in your shoes. How would I feel? Okay? So how would I want people to treat me? And I love to do that all the time with people, because, I don't share everybody's same point of view. We are all different, and that's beautiful. But I want to be respectful and, have empathy towards others, even though I don't see things as they may view them. So that's my tips for this week. I hope this was super helpful. And, to all my moms and mamas out there, if you're going through a hard time, if you went through something like this, please let me know in the reviews, and so I can know this was helpful to you guys, and I can help you, and give yourself grace, give yourself the time to heal. And we'll be back next week. I'm going to release tomorrow the Spanish podcast. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week, hopefully with my regular voice back. Bye, guys.